Thank you very much, Michael. Hello, New York City. I love being here. I'm a native New Yorker. There's something very special about being in New York City. Just returning as a native, but as a member of the media for more than 25 years, there's nothing like covering a prize fight in New York City. Now, normally it's at Madison Square Garden. In recent years, it's in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. But for this card, it's something very different. It's something that has never happened before. It's visionary, and some would say it's crazy because they start thinking about the logistics of it. Well, how does that work? Times Square. They're just going to build a ring there, and are they going to block stuff off? And what about the foot traffic and all of that? And are they going to show it on the screens, or how is this going to work? And I would just say, stay tuned. Just watch. It's going to happen. The folks who are putting this together, they're a little bit crazy, but crazy in that good way, in that they think outside the box, and they're willing to try new things. And I think that's very important in boxing right now. And I'm beyond pleased. It's more than a pleasure. It's really an honor for the Ring Magazine to be able to present this great event in association with SNK Games. With Ring Magazine and myself, you've got the establishment, you've got the record of boxing, you've got the historical publication of this sport that goes back more than 100 years. And with that recognition among hardcore fans and definitely fans of my generation and Mr. Buffer's generation. But there's potential fans out there that are under the age of 40. And I really think with associating and presenting this event with a game, I'm old, so I want to call it a video game, but Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, I really think that we can grab the attention of a younger generation, and putting it in Times Square, I really think we can just grab the attention of people outside of boxing, because that's something that's been missing. It's something that we need. It's something that used to happen back in the day when I was a young fan. People who were not fans at all of boxing, they could just be flipping through the channels, and they would see boxing on the nightly news. They would see boxing on free television. They would see boxing, great fighters being interviewed on Good Morning America or whatever the morning talk shows were. So if they didn't think they were boxing fans, they got pulled into it. And I really think that having this fight take place in Times Square, we're going to get casual observers who may not know they're boxing fans. But boxing has a way of pulling people in, and once that bug bites you, you're bit for life. And people here know about this because we're all real fans here. And so you guys know that these are real matchups. Sure, you can argue there's an A side and there's a B side. You could argue, well, there's odds favorites, or there's fighters that you know, the industry of boxing wants to see win. And I think if you follow the sport, you know it's no secret that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney over here, the plan is for these guys to get together for an anticipated rematch in October. And then a further plan is for the winner of that fight to face Teofimo Lopez. We've all talked about it, it's rumored. But if it's one thing running a publication has taught me, and being editor of a magazine, in boxing, there are no long-range plans. You gotta be loosey-goosey, you gotta roll with uncertainty and abrupt changes. And I feel like the opponents of, I won't even call them opponents, the fighter on the opposite side of the ring that are going to be fighting Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, they're not just coming to win. They, in their hearts, they know they're going to win. So it's these type of matchups that really keep us engaged. So without further ado, let's get into these matchups. I'm going to start off with the two-division lineal Ring Magazine champion, Teofimo Lopez. Lopez, I like what you have on there. What inspires this right here? Is this like the Warriors or something, or what? West Side Story?
I think, hey, well, first off, let's say thank you to God. All praise be to Allah. Truthfully, I think that all these things come together, and that's really why we're all here. So we're here to create big, big fights, and this is what it's all about. You know, I just want to thank everyone that's partaken in this, the Zone, truthfully, the Ring as well, me carrying it, and Fatal Fury. Let's get it going. So to that, Just balance, man. I'm here to bring and restore balance to this 3D dimension world and, you know, just take over again, like I always do. Times Square takeover.
Teo, Arnold says that you've been avoiding him. He's wanted this fight for a long time, probably since you first stepped up from lightweight to junior welterweight. He's wanted this fight. Why hasn't it happened until now?
Why hasn't it happened till now? I mean, look,
Exactly.
I'm just focused on fights, man. Just focus on big fights. I don't think Barboza is that type, but you know, His Excellency, they asked for the fight. They think that it's a great fight, lucrative fight for this card, and I, you know, hey, what can I do?
When it was first brought up to you a couple years ago, when both of you guys are with Top Rank, were you thinking that he hasn't achieved enough, or he doesn't have a big enough name, or what was the reason?
Look, I think like stylistically, he's a strong fighter, strong Mexican fighter. I mean, you know, we've seen those in the past and everything. I just think that I think it's just the way Top Rank. I mean, Brad Jacobs is here alongside with me. I mean, he could probably give you guys more in detail in that form. I don't think that he had that eye. That fan base, bro.
Before we talk to Brad Jacobs, let's talk
He's
to Arnold
32.
Barboza.
Hold on, wait, but like he's 32-0. He just got an interim world title. At 15 fights, I got my first world title, and I won it at Madison Square Garden, and then became undisputed at 16 fights. Like, and I'm only 27. Like, how old is you?
It's been a long time coming for Arnold Barboza.
32-0.
Hey, how come it took you so long? You didn't give a fucking right answer, bro. You still like you beat around the bush when they said how come you didn't accept this fight back then? Like,
to be real, I
think it's time. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Shout out to Top Rank, bro, for cutting the umbilical cord off and letting your ass crawl finally.
But I never fucking actually had that.
Hey, bro, you wanna wolf and talk and like you're big and bad, bro, fighting an injured Loma, an injured jailer, bro, like
injured
I'm the
That's crazy.
yeah, bro,
That's
come on,
crazy talk.
Come on, yeah, crazy.
Listen,
Arnold,
but I'm here, right?
what you do.
I'm Ring Magazine, right?
Yeah, okay,
Two-time,
well, I'm
right?
taking that.
WBO,
I'm taking that Ring
right?
Magazine. Trust me, I'm taking that Ring Magazine.
They might put you as world,
bro,
but I got
my last two fights, you ain't never done shit like that.
Arnold, can you
nah,
confirm to
but
us?
I'm to be real, like, I ain't gonna be here to discredit none of y'all fighters. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch. I am that.
You are the reigning champ, but we have an undefeated contender here.
Best believe that.
Arnold Barboza, all you do is
I'm the only world champion sitting here right now. Only one.
You ain't no world champion, bro. You're fucking
damn right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm a universe champion, baby.
I'm exposed.
I'm a universe champion.
I earn my shit. I
Universe
travel.
champion.
I earn my shit. Hostile territory, bro. You get your shit given to you in a plate.
I haven't seen it yet.
I earn my shit.
Where they at?
Ain't no one doing what I'm doing, bro.
Everybody know how I come.
I'm fighting 3 of the top 5 guys in the 7-month span. Call me an old school fighter, bro. I'm fighting in a 7-month span, the top 3 guys in the division.
Arnold,
hey, who are you?
Arnold, let me ask you a question.
Hold on,
guys, hold on. Just Arnold, let's talk about that.
Yeah. I think
all right, you've been fighting. You've been doing nothing but winning. You've been fighting difficult fighters. You were willing to travel to Manchester, England. You wanted this fight years ago. I remember it was after maybe one of his first or second fights at 140 pounds. Yeah. You climbed up on the ring, and I saw Teo tell maybe Carl Moretti, hey, get this guy out of here.
He said, please.
Right, okay. So is it better now that the fight is happening on May 2nd than had it happened years prior? Have you grown since that point?
Man, I think Teo's fighting me at the worst time he could fight me. You know, I'm coming off of two victories in like a 5-month span. You know, the train's hot right now. The train's going.
That's
what the train's going, and I think that he I'm shocked the world again. You know, I shocked it in Saudi, I shocked it in Manchester, and I'm gonna shock it again. New York in his hometown, right? I don't know if this is hometown, but yeah. See, I figure he don't have a hometown. He's a mutt,
shit
bro.
Up over there, yo.
He's a mutt, bro. He don't have a hometown.
Ain't nobody from any borough came at me that way. All right, now.
Yeah.
They love me. They respect me. Because I respect the fuck out of everybody.
Bro.
Arnold, I got another question. Arnold, I got another question for you. People know about him
over here, man.
before they've known
pick up
about
a banana
you.
for me.
Hey, don't worry about it, bro. Hey, don't worry about it. I got him. Don't worry about it, bro. I got him. Don't worry about it. May 2nd, show up. Show up, and I'm going to show out. You'll see.
I need a sponsorship
Arnold,
deal. That matter of fact.
For people who don't know you.
Potassium, baby.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background? I know you come out of a gym in South El Monte, the great Ben Lira. He's one of these gurus of boxing that people in Southern California, boxing people, they know who he is. They know he's a builder of champions going back to the amateur level. I know the people that you're involved with. I see you at the developmental shows, the club shows. There's nothing but respect between you and the fans and the boxing people of Southern California. But for folks from outside of Southern California,
What makes you you? What makes you special? Tell us about that hard cloth that you were cut from.
Yeah, man. You know, I grew up in the city of El Monte. Nothing was given to me, man. Everything's been hard work. You know, from club shows, selling tickets, you know, hustling out there, man, trying to make my name. Nothing was given to me. Nothing was given to me. Everything was earned. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm not, doing some, funny push-ups and shit on the internet. You know, I'm trying to grind, man. That's what I'm doing. You know, and I'm just a grinder. I'm a worker, man. I work hard. You know, I think that separates me from everybody else. You know, I think I'm at where I'm at right now because of my hard work. You know, shout out to my pops, man, who's been my trainer since I was 5 years old. You know, fighting in smoker fights. You know, because I was, I couldn't fight. I wasn't 8 years old, so I couldn't have a USA license. So I was fighting in his undercard, my pop's undercard. You know, so man, that's the type of person I grew up, man. Grew up tough. You know what I'm saying? I grew up raised by a real man. You know, a real man takes care of his family, man. That's not on that goofy shit. You know what I mean? So, look, man, May 2nd, you know, I'm a live dog in there, man, and he's going to find out. He's going to see, just like everyone else says, oh, he's not another, well, I'm not on no level. We're going to see when I'm raising that Ring Magazine belt and this WBO belt.
I can't wait to see it. You guys, well said. Let's move on to the second matchup here.
The fuck, I didn't even finish talking, dog.
You want to have some closing remarks?
No one wants to hear your clown ass, bro.
Y'all been on trying to promote this. Oh, I see what the.
Come on, bro.
I see what we on, man.
Come on, bro. Everyone knows that's why, bro. Everyone knows. Even Top Rank knows.
Nah, you know why?
Bro, Top Rank don't even want to be here, bro. They're just here because they have to be here. They don't even want to be here to support you, bro.
$30+ million. Damn right they're gonna be here,
matter, bro. Don't matter.
Damn right they're gonna be here.
Don't matter about that shit.
Money talk, bullshit walk.
Yeah, bro.
And you full of bullshit.
Hey, bro, but hey, don't worry, Top Rank. I'm gonna get those minimums down for you guys. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Save a little bit.
They let you go.
Save a little bit for the stare down.
I gotta get mine done. Ain't gonna work that way, bro. This the
Save a lot for May 2nd. Save a lot for May 2nd.
Y'all can save that up somewhere else, cause they ain't gonna hurt. They ain't gonna work over here, yo. They ain't gonna work over here.
All right. I'm gonna move
Africa,
on.
you down there, bro. You got your time other times. You down over there, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead. Take your shit.
100%, bro. 100%. 100%.
Oh, is that Richardson
100%.
Hitchens? All right.
100%, bro. 100%. Hey, real fighters fight, bro. Hey, real fighters fight. That's it.
Real fighters, real fighters, real fighters.
You already know. Hey, you already know that's going on.
All right, guys. All right, so
plans are being made, but
just tune
there's
in,
plans.
Man, to take
there's
over
plans for May 2nd.
Time, all time.
Teo, please.
No,
Teo,
I don't want to.
Teo, let me speak.
I don't do that.
Teo,
what's up?
Please. We're gonna move on to the next matchup.
Nah, man.
Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez.
Me? Like, I'm a Brooklyn-born Broward kid, so that's what it is. Brooklyn-born Broward kid.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I got the key to the city of Miami, right? I rang the bell for the New York Stock Exchange, all right? These are all facts. No, because, at the end of it all, y'all wish y'all had it, but y'all don't. I've earned it. Truthfully, earned it this bitch, in this ring. And every time they give me a guy that is somewhat competitive like that,
we see you, Ring Magazine
we see how we do it. We see how we do it.
We see you. All right.
All right. But
Devin
hey, Doug,
Haney.
You look handsome, man, by the way.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
up the
You
great
like it?
stuff, you
You
know
like
what
the
I'm
suit?
saying? Yeah.
When I do these things, they get me new suits. So.
Yeah, for real. Hey,
Eddie's looking at me like, about time, dude.
Damn right, baby. All right, guys. Well, it's a takeover. Peace.
All right, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, they may not be as chatty as we just saw with Teo and Arnold. But I can tell you from knowing both young men for a very long time, these guys are consummate professionals. These are young men who are about the sport of boxing, who are about dedication, who are about hard work. This is a fascinating matchup. Devin, I'm going to start with you because we haven't seen you since your fight with Ryan Garcia early last year. I just want to ask you why the decision to lay out for the rest of 2024, and why did you choose Jose Ramirez as your comeback opponent?
No, I mean, first off, I want to thank Allah, alhamdulillah, for this opportunity. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims all around the world. And I took the year off. Like I said, I was going to. I wanted to spend some time with my family. I just had a baby, stuff like that. So I wanted to rest and recover. And I wanted to come back when I felt it was the right time. And but when I came back, I wanted to fight the best fighters in the world. I didn't want to just face any regular Joe Blow. I wanted to fight a two-time world champion like Jose Ramirez, and that's why we picked him. There are folks who say, Devin, that you were exposed, even though you can argue, well, it wasn't an even playing field in that first fight with Ryan Garcia. They could say, well, we've never seen Devin Haney hurt like that. We've never seen him down on the canvas.
He looked lost in there at times. Do you feel that there are questions that are being asked of you and that Jose Ramirez is going to ask those questions and you can answer them in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I fought somebody on PEDs. So that's how that fight was. But we move forward, and now it's, the world wants to see what Devin Haney is going to show up. And, I'll look to give everybody all those answers on May 2nd.
All right. Jose, last time we saw you, you didn't look like yourself. It definitely wasn't your night, and I know there was some talk in and around the boxing community that, you know what, this guy was a 2012 Olympian. He was a unified champion. He's a hero in his community. He's got a lot of things going on outside of boxing. He could run for public office in his area, you know. People were saying, maybe you hang up the gloves. Can I ask you, were you considering that? And what brings you here to this point right now?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with all those great blessings in my career. Since I started at the age of 8 years old, becoming an Olympian and a unified world champion, becoming a world champion at 25 years old, a unified world champion at 27 years old. And, I think what it was is probably staying at 140 for too long. Once I saw myself, struggling to make weight and, push my body through that pain and grind, I think I was harming myself, but I'm a guy with no excuses, man. I'm a guy who never says no, and I think I did that to myself. But hey, that was a mistake that I did on my part, and it's time for me to grow and move up to the next weight class at 147. So, I know what I could do. What I've been doing in sparring against guys who are world champions as we speak, guys who are talked upon as future world champions, and I know what I've done to them in sparring, so I know what I'm capable. And comes May 2nd, I'm gonna go out there and make it a fight, man. Show the best version of Jose Ramirez, a bigger bull than what people have seen me fight in the last couple fights.
Welterweight. So you're expecting to feel very strong. I'm expecting Devin Haney to be very strong at welterweight too, because I look at him and wonder, how did he boil down to 135, let alone 140? But if he's healthy and at his best, we're talking about a very difficult, classic 1-2 boxing style. How do you get to him? How do you break that style down?
Yeah, man. I've never been too worried about my opposition in my career, man. I'm focusing on myself. I became the best boxer at lightweight in the Americas. Becoming an Olympian. Beating guys with different styles. Different sizes, different skills, different speeds, and I think people underestimate my speed and power. But I'm ready to put it together, man. May 2nd, and if you thought I was strong at 140, just watch me at 147.
I'll never underestimate your power or your heart and dedication, and nobody should underestimate your skills. Yeah. You're a very good technical boxer. Devin, same question to you. Was it time? Was it overdue to move from 140 pounds to 147? Are you finished with junior welterweight?
Yeah, it was definitely time. My body just was maturing. 140 was hard for me to make. I was there. I felt good for one fight, but in the second fight, I didn't feel as good. 147 is time.
All right. I can't wait to see this fight. It's a brilliant stylistic matchup. You got the stick and move boxer with a beautiful jab against the quintessential pressure fighter who has underrated skill and technique. All right, let's move. I'm not going to call it the main event because this is a true triple header. These are true co-headlining bouts. All three of these matchups could headline major arenas anywhere around the world. So let's move to the main event. Ryan, I'm going to start with you. Everybody talks about the grudge between you and Devin Haney, but it feels like there's a grudge between you and Rolly Romero here. And I seem to remember years ago when you guys were prospects at lightweight. You might have been at junior lightweight at the time, as a matter of fact. There was a lot of talk about a sparring session, and there was John going back years ago between you two. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I think we sparred about 8 years ago. It was a little rough sparring, I guess, but he continued to use that sparring to, kind of boost up his career. Credit to his point. But I don't have no bad blood to him. I'm here to, do my job and, set up that rematch. But I'm not overlooking him at all. I know that he's going to come to fight. It's a big opportunity. We're on the main stage, so I got to be sharp and prepare.
I was interviewed last year, I think it was Ellie Seckback, and he brought up this matchup. And he said, well, who do you like in it? How do you see the fight? And I said to him, whoever lands first has a huge advantage immediately. It's like a lightning bolt left hook and a bomb of a right hand with Rolly Romero. Rolly, let's turn it over to you, that sparring session. It seems like Ryan's saying that you were kind of clout chasing, calling him out back in the day, but that's what young fighters do. But you do more than just talk on social media. I know you're a good interview. You move the needle. You got personality, but you're a former junior welterweight champion, and you've done a lot, even though you didn't have that extensive amateur background like everybody else up here has.
I mean, if I was cloud chasing, he would have had cloud. He didn't have cloud at that moment. He didn't have anything. So, but it's just sparring. We're gonna see in the real fight in the ring on May 2nd, and we're gonna make it a big fight. We're gonna make it one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
Rolly, I want to stay with you. The other guys, they've moved up in weight. We're talking about Devin and Jose Ramirez, and they had sort of hit their limit, making 140 pounds. I used to look at Ryan, and I used to look at you, and just wonder, how do these guys make 135 pounds? The fact that this fight is taking place at welterweight, does that suit you? Is that better for you?
I mean, I called this years ago, saying that me and him were going to fight at welterweight. And this is when we were both 35-pounders. So, I mean, I long outgrown 140. I definitely outgrew 135 long ago. When I was 35-pounder, I should have been a 40-pounder. When I was 40-pounder, I should have been a 47-pounder. So, I mean, I'm like all muscle.
Does that affect your stamina? Does that affect your punch resistance when you're boiling down to make an unnatural lightweight?
I mean, it affects everything. I mean, it affects timing, explosive, everything. Anything you got, it really affects you.
Can you talk to us just a little bit about how important this fight is to you? I mean, is this the most important fight of your career, even though there's not a world title on the line for it? You're fighting one of the most popular fighters in the sport right now.
No, we're fighting for a WBA. For WBA regular.
Is it the full world title?
No, it's the regular.
I'm sorry, guys. I just recognized the Ring Magazine title, but you guys are real. You guys are real fighters. You guys are. It's a very good.
Hey, Turkey, I am your champion, by the way. Ring Magazine, I am your champion. Your Excellency.
We don't give a fuck what you
Your
are,
Excellency,
bro.
I am your champion.
Bro, we don't give a fuck, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit. We don't give
Boxing,
a fuck.
baby, you gotta respect the origin.
Promise, I'm gonna get to you.
BCE.
Enough of this shit.
You guys are so boring. You guys are talking so polite to each other.
Yeah, because that's how we keeping it.
You guys are all talking so politely, man.
We gonna run that. Remember that. We're gonna run that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I hope, but like, bring it in.
100%.
Bring it in. Y'all not even put the tip in yet. Bro, like come on, pause. By the way, pause. But y'all haven't even put the tip in, bro.
All right, getting fired up, Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna
Ain't
end
nobody
this.
talking shit right now. That's crazy.
I'm gonna end this session with the question to you, and I spoke to you a little bit, at the hotel a few hours ago.
Okay.
And we talked about you going into that first fight with Devin Haney and all the chaos, and you admitted you were not at 100%. There was drinking, there was smoking. You could have been in better shape, and you told me you got that out of the way. You're not drinking and you're not smoking. Do you have a renewed dedication to boxing and a renewed vigor for boxing? Because you're going to be fighting Rolly Romero, but I feel like you got Devin Haney in your sights, and it looks like you've got Teofimo Lopez in your sights.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to be great. I've always wanted to fight the best fighters in the sport. As far as, my problems outside the ring, I've always had those problems. I mean, I don't know who else struggles with stuff like that, but that's just something I was struggling with. And, I want to just show everybody that you could come back from anything. And I want to show my dedication to sport and just be a true professional. I admit my wrongs, and I don't want anybody to, take my actions of drinking and smoking before the fight and try to, think that's a way to handle yourself as a professional. So I came here to change that, and this is my first fight to get respect back, and, then prove everybody that it wasn't a fluke, and I'm ready to do it.
You inspire us all, Ryan.
I like it. You can always come back. Redemption can be found in the ring and that path to the ring. So I love that, and I love the professionalism. I actually like the laid back, Ryan. You're a cool guy. You could be a cool guy. You could be a cool guy. All right. So before we stand you guys up for the face-offs, I'm just going to get some final remarks from our esteemed guests here. Let's start with Rick Reno, the COO of Ring Magazine.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, we have 3 dangerous fights. Everyone knows that it's the big elephant in the room. If Ryan and Devin win their fights, they will most likely go into a fight in the fall. I know Jose and his team have said Devin's never getting to that fight. I know Rolly and his team have been saying they're never getting to that fight either on the other side.
No, I did not say that ever. My bad. They can fight after me. I don't really give a fuck.
And obviously, Tio is in a real dangerous fight. You know, he's going to be defending WBO title, the Ring Magazine title, against the mandatory challenger, Arnold Barboza. Arnold is arguably on one of the best runs at 140 over the last 12 months. And I know Arnold's told me more than enough that Tio's never getting to any of the future plans that we have in store for him.
Man, just like all the other promoters had plans, we broke them, so we're breaking this one too.
And we could have, you know, staged this event anywhere. We could have put it in any venue in New York, any venue in LA, any venue in Las Vegas, and it would have sold out. We wanted to do something special, something iconic, because, you know, we would have put this any other venue, any other location. It would have just been a really big event with 3 great fights. We wanted something that, like, 25 years from now, people would look back and say, oh, my God, can you believe they staged that crazy event in the heart of Times Square? And even for the 6 guys up here, you know, they could tell their kids, their grandkids, you know, decades from now, I fought in Times Square. Not that I fought in the Garden or Barclays or the MGM. They could be the first 6 guys to say, I fought in the heart of Times Square with this collaboration that we're doing with SNK. So we wanted something that would create, you know, when we started doing these Ring Magazine events and putting the stuff together, we didn't want to do the same cookie cutter type of events. No offense to my promotional partners up here, but we wanted something that, like Doug had mentioned, that was out of the box, something that people would think was insane. You know, when we first got this concept on paper, everyone thought it was just, we're just talking. You know, it's never going to happen. How are these guys going to do it? You know, I've seen the concepts, and it's going to blow everyone away. And I look forward to seeing everybody in May, and I will turn it back to Doug.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.